Hey friends, good evening. That sounds very British. I am cozied up with a cup of coffee in my slippers and my pajamas in my closet because that's the brightest place to film this video right now. I hope that you are having a really good week so far and that you're able to also cozy up with a warm cup of something, whether that's coffee or tea, and just be able to enjoy the weekend for yourself as well. I am so excited to tell you that since my last video, I have moved across town with my husband Josh, and I recently started working a full-time job, my very first full-time job, which is really exciting. I'm the administrative, what is my actual title? I don't even know. It's like the office administrator, okay? Basically, I am invoice girl, front desk phone answerer girl, and general office admin type thing girl, and I really think that it is a fun job in a lot of different ways. It's also been really challenging in a lot of different ways. I think the last video I was talking about feeling like I wasn't doing enough as a housewife, and it's funny because even in that video I said, I wonder how I'll think about this season of my life when I look back on this video, and already I can see that was such a sweet season of my life, and I wish I had not been as hard on myself as I was, because I was still growing into who I am now, and I'm still growing into who I will be one day. Anyways, it's been a very perspective broadening couple of months for me, and that's been pretty cool. But it's also been really challenging just adjusting to a new pace of life and a new job. I'm definitely still like figuring it out. I'm not gonna lie, this week was really hard. I came home for like the weekend and I was like, I haven't created anything. Today I got home and I was like, I need to make a video. I need to create because I thrive the most when I'm creating. And so I'm really excited because I'm hoping that maybe by making videos documenting my life, I will be inspired to write more and paint more and read more and do more artistic things. I'm excited for that hopeful thought too. One thing I've been thinking about this week as I looked forward to being able to film this video, I love it when YouTubers video their lives in a way that is like, they're capturing the beautiful parts of it, but not in a way that's like, look at my life, it's so much better than yours. But it's like, they're capturing their life for them, and it's beautiful because I feel like when you have a camera, it forces you to look for something beautiful, or it can. For me, it does. And I was walking to work the other day, and I was looking at the sunlight hitting the leaves as I was walking. It was beautiful. It was like right after sunrise. I realized one of the things that I love about videography is like you get to capture the textures of your life that are meaningful and beautiful, like the sun, like reflecting off of leaves, and the way that it makes you feel when you see it. I wish that I had brought my camera that morning because it was so beautiful, and I wish I could show you, and I'm sure one day I will try to catch that moment again if it happens, and then I can share it with you. But I had so much fun tonight, just like videoing the rain for no purpose other than just like I wanted to remember that beautiful texture of my life that happened tonight, you know? So I love that. I love thinking about the textures of my life that are good and beautiful, and it helps me as I'm doing a job that is very non-creative now to look for those things even in places where I may not expect to find them. And that's been the challenge for me lately, is looking for the surprise pockets of wow, you know, things that just make you smile and make you remember that like the life that you're living is a really beautiful one, you know? Look at the cinnamon! I don't know if I knew about spilling this. Do you see how much cinnamon is down here? That's crazy! I like a lot of cinnamon in my coffee, like a lot. I've heard cinnamon's good for you though, so maybe that's a good thing. I love it. I think the plan for this video is I'm just gonna video parts of my weekend that I love. I have no idea what it's gonna look like in the end, and I hope that it's a fun and entertaining and inspiring video for you to watch, and I hope that you feel encouraged and excited to look for the beautiful textures of your world too, knowing that it's all a gift from God. Every single good thing in my life is from Him, and even the challenges in my life are a gift from Him. And that's really hard for me to remember the moment, and this week has been really hard in some ways, but I'm so thankful that He is with me in it. That's something I've been dwelling on this week a lot. There's a verse, I don't remember where it is, and Jesus says something along the lines of like, all who come to me I will never cast out. I've been thinking about that a lot, and that of course applies to salvation, where it's like we come to Him in need of a savior, in faith in Him, and He promises He won't cast us out when we come to Him in repentance and faith. But I've also been just delighting in the fact that it also applies to like my everyday moments when I am afraid or overwhelmed or feel totally inadequate or unprepared or unknowledgeable, or just like I'm trying to keep my head above water. I can come to Him with those struggles and those fears and those anxious feelings, and I can know with certainty He won't cast me out. His burden is easy and His yoke is light, and He says, come to me all who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest for your souls. And I've really been just thankful for that this week. I've been experiencing that again this week in my just quiet times in the morning with Him, and that's been truly the most amazing and beautiful part of my week for sure. So I'm excited this weekend to look for the good parts, and all of it's good, but like I'm excited to look for the especially like wow parts of the weekend to remember them by. So I hope that you have a wonderful Friday night, and I'm going to read for a little bit, and then I'm going to spend time with Josh, and I will see you in the morning. Cheers, friends. It has been a really cool weekend. We got to hang out with so many friends yesterday. My cousins came over and my sister, and we watched our childhood favorite movie called Disco Worms, which was actually like a Dutch film released in 2008, and the animation is just like so 2008. The storyline's hilarious. It's about this worm who like basically is like a businessman, like accountant style, like cubicle kind of job by day, and then he's like a disco band star at night, or he's trying to become one. And it's so funny. They're all worms and they wear afros and all the disco clothes and all that, and it is so funny. The music is amazing. It's like all like total disco soundtrack. It's so good. So they came over, they brought gummy worms, and they brought like stuff for dirt pudding, or like you have the pudding with the crushed Oreos and the gummy worms, and we dipped our gummy worms in the pudding and then crushed Oreos, so we had like gummy worms with afros. It was so fun. We had a great time. But anyways, after that, we went to a friend Maddie, her birthday party, and that was super fun. We played board games. I made some new friends too at her party, so that was a really fun time. I actually hit my head on the ceiling of her like nook in her game room.
Yeah, and when I say I hit my head, I mean to say that the next day I went to the ER because I had a concussion. But I'm fine now, and that was quite a cool story. And I was low-key like really proud that I had finally had some sort of injury that was cool. Like, I never injured myself as a kid, which is a great thing. Like, we shouldn't want to injure ourselves, and I don't know, I always wanted a broken arm or something. Never happened. It was going to be a white cast, have rainbow, Sharpie, like, my friends were going to sign it in rainbow colors, so it would be like sprinkles. It never happened, so at least I got a concussion in my young life, so yeah, I'm much better now, though.
Is it still blinking red?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's still blinking red. So we'll just turn it this way and get a little bit of both of us in the shot.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's funny to see Megan driving because I kind of taught her how to drive, I guess, if you could say that. So on one hand, I don't know if I should be proud of my work or not. But
I'm a good driver.
She's getting there. Ooh, she's getting there. But favorite part of the weekend has been, I think this was like one of the first Saturdays. We haven't had a whole lot going on.
Well,
we had some things going on, but we
had the Disco Worms party, and then we had a birthday party.
Well, yes. Let me rephrase. I hadn't had a whole lot of things going on. It's very enjoyable just to kind of relax and rest.
Yeah, I was surprised because usually having a lot of things on my to-do list makes me kind of it makes me kind of stressed out. But actually, I feel like it was like the perfect balance of like social and like I still feel really recharged. It was a very good conclusion to a week. It was a very thinky week. It was a very not thinky weekend, and I appreciated that. Do you know what I mean?
I do. You know what's kind of funny?
What?
Is I can kind of like move the camera like, oof, and make it look like. Yeah.
Does it really look like that?
We'll see it in post.
We're going to my parents' house right now because my grandpa is in town, and we are visiting with him.
That's sweet. Cool. You just rattle out about 50 rounds. That was pretty good.
Well, it was a very good weekend. It was packed with a lot of different things, and I think that it actually ended up being exactly what I needed for this weekend, so that was pretty cool. And
Oh, wait.
Josh is doing the dishes as we speak, so that's what's going on in the background. But anyways, after a long week, this weekend was really fun. We got to hang out with cousins, and we got to see family, and we got to go to our church's Awana group, and that was really fun. And I really enjoyed being creative and making this vlog because it was like a huge creative release. That was so fun. And I feel ready for the work week tomorrow, which is exciting. And I think this week, going into the work week, I'm going to try to prioritize little bits of creativity throughout the way. I think that will help me not reach the point that I did this past week where I was like walking on a peg leg creatively. So that will be good. And I feel like I learned that this weekend. So that was exciting. We're gonna do laundry and dishes and clean the house tonight and get it reset for the morning. And then we're gonna wake up tomorrow and start all over again. But it'll be a fresh start to a new week, and that's really exciting. So thank you for joining us on this little vlog and seeing a little snippet into our lives, or my life and parts of Josh's life. It was really fun to get to document it and share it with you. So I hope that you have a really great week as well, and I will catch you next time. Bye!